Hypertension, more commonly known as high blood pressure, is a condition in which there is a high amount of force exerted on your blood vessels. This could occur either due to narrowing or stiffening of your blood vessels, or an increase in the amount of blood your heart pumps out. Think of your blood vessels like a plastic water hose pipe. With age, this hose pipe could stiffen up. This pipe may also get blockages from debris, or the tap leading to the pipe may be opened further to let in more water. At the end of the hose pipe, you will notice that water flowing out with more force. This essentially is the same thing which happens with your blood vessels. Hypertension or high blood pressure was treated as a condition in older people, but as of today, it afflicts a lot of younger people as well. It often coexists with a condition called metabolic syndrome, which also includes high blood sugars, elevated blood lipids, that is your LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. In today's video, I will first show you how you can check your own blood pressure, the causes of high blood pressure, and the symptoms of high blood pressure. If I do get a lot of likes in this video, I will also tell you how you can cure your high blood pressure naturally. So smash that like button and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let's get this started. Let's get right into how to measure your blood pressure. But a disclaimer first, this does not replace your doctor's visit, as your doctor is in the best position to judge and interpret the readings you get. In earlier years, we used to use a mercury-based BP apparatus, which also required you to use a stethoscope to listen to your heartbeat at the same time. However, today we can get an electronic BP apparatus which is quite inexpensive and also very helpful if you are already suffering from chronic hypertension. This allows you to take multiple readings of your blood pressure through the day so that you can report it to your doctor and the medications can be adjusted even better. I have left links down in the description for my picks of BP apparatus. Taking a BP reading is quite simple. All you have to do is wear the cuff. Ensure it is the right way up, like so. The exit pipe of the apparatus should be around the front of the arm. This area we call the area of the median cubital vein. All you do now is press the start button and sit still. The cuff will inflate and slowly deflate. Once done, your apparatus will beep. Note down the reading of your BP and pulse. The normal for blood pressure is 120 by 80 millimeters Hg. The millimeters actually refers to the gradation in the traditional BP apparatus. Hg is the periodic symbol for mercury, as the traditional BP apparatus contained mercury. The higher number of your blood pressure denotes the pressure in your blood vessels when your heart is fully contracted, while the lower number denotes the blood pressure in your blood vessels when your heart is fully relaxed, that is, in between contractions. The normal values can differ with age, so in case you find anything unusual in your readings, report it to your doctor at the earliest. In my practice, I have found high blood pressure in individuals as young as 18, so do not treat it like a disease of the old. Do get your blood pressure checked at least once a year. The biggest problem with high blood pressure is that often it does not show any symptoms. Some people might get headaches, shortness of breath, or nosebleeds, but this often occurs when the blood pressure already reaches very dangerously high levels. Let us now quickly look at the causes of high blood pressure. As we grow older, various physiological functions of our body begin to deteriorate. One such is that of blood vessels that tend to get stiffer and thus increasing your blood pressure. That does not mean, however, that you need to succumb mildly to the consequences of age. You can fight all the way, eat healthy, and be active. There could be a myriad of reasons why hereditary factors could be a cause of high blood pressure. This may include a greater tone or stiffness of your blood vessels, improper signaling from the hypothalamus in the brain, and improper function of your adrenal glands. I do not want to go too deep into it right now because it is a topic worth a thesis. The more you weigh, the more blood you need to supply oxygen and nutrients to your tissues. As the volume of blood circulated through your blood vessels increases, so does the pressure on your artery walls. If you remember, earlier I had explained how the water hose pipe becomes stiffer over time. This happens especially if the plastic pipe is not used for a long time, isn't it? The same analogy applies to your blood vessels. If you do not exercise regularly, your blood vessels begin to stiffen. Also, another benefit of regular exercise is that through regular exercise, your body begins to produce new branches and tributaries, further reducing your blood pressure. Smoking and the use of tobacco in general increases your blood pressure immediately. In the long term, the byproducts of combustion produce free radicals that damage your blood vessels. The same also applies to secondhand smoke. Salt is sodium chloride. Sodium has the unique property of holding on to water. Thus, ingesting too much salt increases your blood volume, your blood being mostly water. The higher your blood volume, the higher will be your blood pressure. Overconsumption of alcohol leads to damage to your heart muscle. So limit the consumption of alcohol and do not binge drink. Increased stress has a direct effect of increasing blood pressure. In addition, it also releases catecholamines that damage your blood vessels. What's worse is that to cope with stress, people often reach out to smoking and alcohol. Chronic disease of the kidney and diabetes can also cause high blood pressure. Untreated, high blood pressure can lead to stroke, heart attacks, aneurysms. This is when there is a bulge which develops in the wall of your arteries. This bulge may suddenly burst, and the result almost always is instant death. Heart failure. Chronic high blood pressure leads to thickening of the wall of your left ventricle, which is responsible for pumping most of the blood through your body. Over time, the left ventricle is unable to pump efficiently. Kidney problems. The vessels of a kidney may get weakened and damaged, leading to chronic kidney disease. Blindness. High blood pressure can damage and rupture the blood vessels of the eye, leading to blindness. Brain damage. Over time, high blood pressure can lead to permanent brain damage. This may manifest as forgetfulness and difficulty concentrating and may lead to full-blown dementia in later years. This was a lengthy one because I would like to portray to you that this is a very serious condition, largely prevalent in our society, which is mostly preventable and treatable before it causes any serious consequences. I hope that with this video I have provided you with some value, and if I did, do click the like button and also do subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, signing out, Dr. Rohan Fonseca.